Hi everyone, welcome to Last Minute Coders. My name is Vinay. In previous video we learned about Power App, the different types of app we can build in Power App, that is Canvas app and model driven app, and how we can set up environment for Power Platform tools which include our Power App, Power BI, Power Automate, SharePoint, etc. Okay, so we are on this Power App home screen. So you see this, we are on this home screen. If your UI look a little bit different, so just turn this on, try the new Power App. Okay, just click on this create, and from here we can create our first Canvas app. Okay, so you could start with templates, but I would suggest this start from a blank screen or blank canvas. So just click on this blank app. Here we have blank canvas app. This is model driven app. This is portals. So portals is now basically part of Power Pages, which is a new Power Platform tools by Microsoft. So this comes under that now. So that is why, like in previous video I haven't explained this, so this comes under Power Pages. Now in Power Apps we only have this Canvas app and this model driven app. In this tutorial series I'll mainly focus on Canvas app. Okay, so let's create our first Canvas app. Let's create on this. So it is saying Canvas app from blank. You can name this app as my first, or name it something like a demo app, or you could name it anything like my first Canvas app. I'm just naming it as demo app. And format, like if you are making this app for tablet or desktop, just select this tablet. If you are making this app for mobile devices, just select this phone. So we will start with tablet, and later videos we will start with phone also. So we'll just start with this tablet. Let's hit on this create and see what will happen. It will create a blank canvas for us. See this is a blank canvas. In previous video I talked about this. I told you that we will be in Canvas app, we will have this blank canvas where we just simply insert elements to it and we then design the UI. So this is what we do in this. So if you have worked with Microsoft Word, PowerPoint and Excel, so you might be familiar with some of the controls up here. So the UI is like pretty much same. So let's start from here. If you see on the left corner, see this, see these three lines up here, just click on these. So basically the first one is tree view, this is insert, which contain like these controls. I'll just explain you this later on. Here we can connect data sources to our app, like Excel. If I want to connect Excel, I can connect it from here, SharePoint, Dataverse, SQL Server, and many more. Okay, if I click on it, click on this connector, see all connectors. So see how many are there. So we can connect like hundreds of connector to our app. Okay, so we will discuss this later on. Medias also we can connect from our local system, like if I wanted to add some images, videos, audio files, so I can add those. If I wanted to attach automated flow with my app, I can attach that also. The variables, again variables are pretty simple. We have global variables, collections and all. We will just discuss this later on. In this advanced tools, we have this monitoring app, so we can monitor our app, understand its performance and identify bugs. So something like that, we could do testing and all. And this is simply if you wanted to search something in our app, we could just search from here. So for now we will go to this tree view. Okay, I'll just click on this close. I'll just again hit on this. So see, it is like this, right? Just click on this insert. So let's start with controls. So these are some popular controls like text label, edit forms, text input, vertical gallery, rectangle, date picker button. These are some input controls. So what are these? See, if I go to popular and if I drag and drop this thing up here, see, I drag and drop it here. See, so this is my text. This is my text label, text control, label control. Okay. So see how simple it is. It is simple drag and drop. If I wanted to insert this text input control, I will simply drag and drop. If I wanted to insert date picker, I'll simply just drag and drop. If I wanted to insert a button, I'll simply drag and drop. So this is what I told you in the last video, like we are provided with a blank canvas, and in that blank canvas we just drag and drop elements, and then we design the UI. See, if I do something like this, see here on this pane, see up here we are seeing some properties of this label. Let's align it to the center. See, now see, this is aligned to the center. If I change its font size to 24, I could do that. If I change the font from here, so I could do that. Okay, if I wanted to make the semi bold, I could do that. If I wanted to change its background color to this, I can do that. If I wanted to change the font color, click on this, I'll change the font color. So see how simple is this? Isn't it like really simple? Like to design this UI, it is very simple. Vertical align, that means like if this text should start from the top, if I say see this is starting from the top, so this is like very basic things. Middle, bottom, usually we just keep it middle. Okay, text wrap, I hope most of you know what text wrapping is. See, if I just decrease the size of it like this, and see, go up here, text, click on this text, see up here, this is the function, power function. Here if I say this is my first canvas app, if I type something like this, inside double quote you will have to write the text. See this, what happens if I increase the size, so it wrap the text on itself. Okay, but what will happen if I turn this off? If I turn this off, see this, it will just add this dot sign up here. Okay, so this is what text wrapping is. So we will just keep this on, or we could just turn this off if our like this thing is, let's say like this. So it's better to turn this off. If we turn this on, see what will happen, it will try to align itself to this size. Okay, so you could just turn this off or on, it's up to you. Okay, it's totally up to you. If your size is like this, okay, and this is, then turning this on makes sense, right? But if your size is very small, then you should turn this off. Okay, so for now I'll just turn this off because I don't need it to be on. Now let's say if I wanted to have some home icon up here, so we have icons here also. Let me close this. See this icons, right? So we have icons control here. Let's select any of this icon first, and from here, see this icon, I'll click on this drop down, I'll search for home. See this is the home icon. To change its color, again very simple, go to its color property, change its color to white, align it like this. Just keep its width and height same. Okay, let's keep it as 79. Let's give it some padding, maybe 10 from top, 10 from bottom, 10 from left, 10 from right. Okay, let's do that. So see, this is looking good, right? So this is how we add icons in our app if we want. So this is done. Now this is text input. See, from here I can play my app. If I click up here, see, now the app is in play mode. So this is a text input, this is a label I cannot edit, but with text input I could just simply enter any text if I want. This is my date picker. So if I click on this, see this icon, if I click up here, I can select date. Let's see, if I select this, I can select this. This is my button, see, it is clickable. So these are some of the basic controls that we have in our Power App. So Canvas app, sorry. And if I wanted to add some like shapes, I could add shapes here. Go up here, shapes, see, circle. If you want circle in your app, let's say like this, you could add shapes. Okay, just like you do in your PowerPoint, right? It is like that back arrow, Okay, so this is like back arrow if you want a back button in your app. So see, I just added this back arrow. I'll change its color to white. Okay, see, and if it is looking like a little bit ugly, just decrease the size of it. Okay, like this, just decrease it. Okay, so now maybe it is fine. So we could insert shapes, and what all things we could insert. Let's try to insert. We will talk about this vertical galleries form later on, but in this video I'll just show you some basic controls. Let's say this pen input. What does this pen input does? See, you have this, right? So you can write inside this. If you have a pen tablet with you, you could just simply type inside this. Okay, so this is very simple. Let's see some other also. This is the combo box if you need a drop down. So this is a combo box drop down, and we have two, like one is drop down, one is combo box. So what is the need of these two? You will find some similarities between them, but there is some differences also. Like here, if you see up in the drop down, there is no way like you can search any element inside it. Okay, but with combo box you can search the element inside it. See here, if I have selected this combo box, if you see the properties up here, so these are the properties. Okay, various properties. You could change its like this color. If I wanted to change it to red, I could change. If I wanted to change its selection color, I could change. If I wanted to change its border to this only, I could change. Okay, so see, everything is like changing. If I wanted to change its hover color, I can change. And chevron, okay, we will talk this later on. Press color, this is fine. See this, allow multiple selection. So if you want to make a drop down, something like you wanted to select multiple values at a single time, so you have to use this combo box. This drop down doesn't facilitate that. And if you want to search any item inside it, so see this, so we just turn this on. If you want to make it as like a normal drop down, we will just turn these two things off. Now this will behave as a normal drop down. So for now we will just keep this on. Okay, and let me just play the app and show you. If I click up here, see this item. See, if I wanted to search like item 11 maybe, see item 11, I can select this, and since this is a multiple select, like I can select multiple things. Okay, so 5 items I have selected, but with this drop down, with this normal drop down, I cannot do that. I could at a time select a single value. Okay, so I hope you understand the difference between these two. Like this is a button, this is a date picker, this is normal text box. Now let's see some other also. We have the slider. Okay, this is like very useful tool. Okay, so see what will happen. I can slide this from left to right. I can change this values, like if you click on this, I can change its max value to like 1000. Okay, and I can say default value is maybe 100. So if I do 100, by default it will start from here. Okay, so we can have the slider. Now again, see what all other things we have. We have this radio button. See, if I want like a form where I want to select the gender of the person, like is it male or is it female, so we can have this. Okay, we can have this radio buttons. Okay, so see this how radio button works. If I select 1, then 2 will not be selected. If I 2, 1 will be deselected. Okay, so this is radio button. We have check boxes also, so I'll show you that. So see this check boxes. If you select this, see, so we can create check boxes like this. Now what else do we have? We have a toggle button also. So this is like to turn the switch on or off. If you want to turn some functionality on, just click on this. So see this, and this is checkbox. Okay, Let's see what else do we have. We have this list box with us, which contains a list of item. So currently it is just taking samples, so it just takes array like this. If I say apple, mango, grapes, and so on, if I name the fruit, so see, I'm seeing a list of like these things up here. So this is also very useful. We will see each and every use case of each and every text control up here. Okay, input control up here. We will see the use case of each and everything. See, this is rating. So if you wanted to ask like rating from the customer, so you could have like this rating one with you in your app. And this is a timer function. This is very amazing. This is really helpful if you want to do some animation stuff, so you could use this timer function. Okay, so this is like very important, and it is little bit advanced concept, so we will discuss this later on. What else do we have? We have this rich text editor. So let's say I have my email. So for my email body, I'll use this one rather than a normal what do you say, rather than a normal input box. The reason I'll use this, see, if I select this, if I click on this bold, see, it just simply like it just works simply like our normal, what you say, when you type something on Word, right? If I wanted to underline the whole thing, so if we make email body, we will use rich text editor instead of normal text input. Okay, so this is also like very helpful. Okay, what else do we got? Again, click on this. We have covered this list box, this radio, rating, timer, forms we will discuss later on. This is address input. Let's just see this also. This is taking a little bit time. Let's wait. So this is like address input. If I wanted to input address of any person, so we will just put inside it. Address result cannot be shown. To show them, enable full map and address service in the admin center. So this is a little bit advanced concept, but we have this control as well. So yeah, these are some of the input controls, the basics one that we have to learn. And for designing our app, we have to designing our app, we have this layout. So we have this container, vertical container, horizontal containers with us. We have these three containers. Galleries we will discuss later on, data table we will discuss later on, but to design UI we have these like three containers with us. What else? And there is one more thing we have with us, which is HTML text. So if you are familiar with the concept of HTML, CSS, okay, so here you could like type any HTML. It's not just you could just input this text up here. Okay, you could do so many things from it. Like if you know like HTML, CSS, you could create a box with a border and so on and so forth. You can do so many things. So it just requires this HTML thing inside it. Okay, so this is pretty much it for this video. And in this one, what we basically learned is we learned like how we can create app, how we can design our app, what are the various controls. Okay, we saw like these many controls. So these are some of the basic controls, and most of the time we use these controls only. Okay, let's say if I wanted to add some media, so I can have this image, right? Let's say if I select this image, so if you see up here image, you can add image from your local system. Okay, let's try to add an image. Okay, let's go up here, let's add this image. So see, it will take some time, but yeah, it will be added. Okay, see, If you want to make this round, just go up here, make its border radius as 100, and kindly note if your this thing is not like circular, just keep its width and height like same. If you are keeping the width 60, you have to keep the height also 60. See if the height is like different, it will not be circular in shape. See, now it is in the circular shape. See, okay, so this is also done. This is done. Image control I have shown you. In similar way, you can have like barcode reader, video control, camera with you. Like if I just select I don't want to do this, but if I select this camera, my front camera will open. Okay, this is microphone control. This is add picture, and there are many more icon shape. Okay, so you don't need to be like confused right now. Just stick with this simple input controls. Just try to create some simple forms first. Okay, simple UI like first name, last name. Okay, try to do that for on yourself. Try to align the items like this. Okay, try to play with this app. So congratulations, you have created your first app, and next one we will create some forms. We will learn about like how to use the containers. See you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.